Well, what do we got now? We got Civivi. Civivi, the Ortis. And this one is the box for the carbon fiber one. Yeah, it's an interesting knife. It really reminds me a lot of the Dogma, but the handle's very different than the Dogma. The blade is reminiscent of the Dogma. And check this out, this Damascus, which I think is like a 9CR type Damascus. So, I mean, the importance there is that it's a stainless Damascus and not just a regular standard carbon Damascus. So it wouldn't be as likely to rust as the non-stainless Damascus is. And kind of encouraging to know what's in it as well. But see, this is the carbon fiber, so you can get fancy or not so fancy. This is just regular 9CR 18 MOV. So this is a $39 shooter. This is $89 shooter. Okay, check it out. Now this is the FR. This is a reinforced nylon fiberglass, reinforced type of thing. And let me grab the box for it over here. See, right here it says fiberglass reinforced. So, nylon handle. So it's not G10, okay? But it is 9CR13. So $39, and you can get them on White Mountain. So if you get that baby doll for $39.95, use LTK as your discount code and get about $4 off right there. Okay, so then you're into 35 bucks. There's no tax and it's free shipping, 35 all in. But if you want to go schmancy, and I went both ways, right? So you're about $9 off on that one. So that's pretty classy look there. Right and left hand, and they did machine an area in for that pocket clip to go both ways. And check this out. Where's the screws? Well, they're not sitting up there loud and proud, are they? And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Check my Best Tech. That's one thing Best Tech needs to do. Of course, there's no left-hand carry on this swordfish here, but check those screws sticking right up there. And when you got a deep carry, you really want to kind of get them out of the way, don't you? I know I do. And so it goes over the pocket lip a lot easier. Now, well, let's just throw this out here, swordfish, since we're messing with it. But the swordfish is about 9-inch knife, and the Ortiz is not that big. It's not that big a knife. But how big is it? Well, we're going to find out right now. And come on, let's see if I can get a hold of the tip here without the tip going through the end of my tape. Yeah, 3 1/4. So, round 85 millimeters, 7.5 overall, so 19 centimeters overall. Okay, so it's not a 3 7. It's bigger than that. Where's my 3 7? This would probably be about it, right? The Para 3. So it's bigger than the Para 3. It's not as big as the Para 2. Where are you, buddy? Nope, not as big as Big Mama, but she's 8 1/4 overall. So you're kind of in that nice, easy carry EDC, and this really feels lightweight. Look at the liners in there. Black liners are skeletonized, so we're going to take one of these two apart. And so here's the $39 shooter, and I like blue, so I got blue. But nice satin blade. There's your lockup. That's 40 to 50%. Black liners. Okay, here's your back spacer. There's for your lanyard. And yes, right or left hand deep carry. There's your lanyard. Here's your back spacer, which looks like a G10. Back spacer there. But yeah, let's see what the lockup. It's hard to see that on black, but yeah, that's pretty heavy as well on that lockup. And you got some jimping along here, so you can disengage the liner. It's pretty quick over the detemp ball. The design flow is good. Okay, so let me see how much blade we got in here. We wrapping this around to here. We're pretty good. Maybe we could have done a tad more, but not much more. And it's a flipper tab, and it's got jimping on it. Kicks right open. And so let's think about this. What do we got for detent? It's appropriate. You know, Civivi does a great job. I mean, I'm trying to fail it, but it's holding really well. Yeah, it's holding really well. Now, check this out. Choil. Yeah, you can get up on that. And will they cut anything? That's kind of important. And slide along there. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. How about that Damascus? Okay. Yeah. That's reasonable. That's pretty good. And they come in a box with a pouch with stickers and stuff like that. If you haven't ever had a Civivi knife, I'll give you a blast at it here. Zipper pouch. Okay. No pockets in it. Okay. But you get a microfiber cloth. I mean, for a $39 knife, okay? Name me the $39 knives, and really all in, what, $35 with your discount, where you get an outer box, a zipper pouch, 2 stickers, plaster it up right here. All right? Paperwork, the whole thing. That's pretty deluxe treatment. I can name you some $250 knives where you don't even get a pouch, much less a sticker, microfiber cloth, kick in the butt, anything. So, yeah, that's pretty fair there. Quick over the detent ball, pretty snappy. Let me see if I think that the detent is about equal. Well, this has a little bit different drop to it, that's for sure. And I think they're probably going to vary a little depending on who put the wrench to them when they put them together. See the front entree. Entree is like a meal, but it is also permission to enter or get with. So I call it entree. It's just because I had heard that somewhere. But entrance right here on the back. This has got a little hump underneath it that sits down on here, and we'll see that when we put it together. If you've seen any of my other Civivi disassemblies, I mean, you'll see what that's all about. But it centers this logo here, and it keeps this from spinning, so you don't have a problem with the whole pivot spinning. And guess what? Another joy about Civivi is, and I mean it in a positive way, number 8s. Number 8s. Not a bunch of little number 6s. I mean, Bestech needs to get off that horse, and so do some others. And you know what? Number 8s are great because this just works so much better that way. And, like I said, design flow is great. Blade to handle length is reasonable. It's definitely proportional. They're sharp out of the box. What do you think about the ergos? That's got to be so easy. Look at that. It's neutral. There's nothing there, right? And it is. It's great. And you can work right up here and go up there. But even these knives being under 8 inches overall, it's still, yeah, you can get all your fingers on there. And reverse grip is fine as well. But, you know, that blade shape makes a lot of sense for piercing and slicing. See that? It's really nicely done, too. The plunge looks pretty symmetrical as well. And it's centered. No blade player lock rock on these. Which one's lighter? Which one's heavier? What do you think? Let's see, because I'll bet this one's lighter. Wow, I can't hardly feel the difference between them. 82.2 grams. 80.7. Well, yeah, I couldn't feel the difference between them then. Yeah, it's very, very different materials, but the weight, right on. Let's roll it around to ounces. 2.9, 2.85. Okay, so what do you think? I like the Ortiz. But I think what Civivi is doing is these seem so similar to other models they've made. But if it's a winner, it's a winner. I mean, they're going to continue on the theme as long as they sell well. And they're going to make some changes here and there. I wouldn't mind seeing one of these get bigger, actually. Or the Dogma get bigger as well. And there you go. Kicking this out. Yeah, you can middle finger flick it, so that's great. How about this one? You want to do that? Okay, yeah, nice. I like the pattern on there, don't you? Now, let's see what we got for overall width on the handle. Not bad, 0.48, 0.47, 12 millimeters for all intents and purposes, and 3 millimeters on the blade, 0.11. Okay, so we got a 3 millimeter blade, 12 millimeter overall thickness, and as you can see, they're contoured, which is nice. But look at how they ran that carbon fiber all the way. That is really nice. You know, it's grippy too. That is real grippy. I think it's almost more grippy than this. And maybe only because of the different way the patterning is on these scales. But check it out. It's got a hint of a bolster type separation there. Okay. Easy to disengage through here with that liner. Like I said before, quick over the detent ball. Finger flickable as well as flipper tab. And the flipper tab is pretty muted. And it's jimped. And yes, that catches on you. Really intuitive. Bang. Snaps right out. That's pretty cool. Yeah, more time I spend with these, the more I like them. But I'm trying to figure out, is this worth $89 when this is $39? I mean, I can have this knife for $39 and it's basically going to be the same as the $89. But I mean, it's kind of interesting they give you that choice, don't you think? I don't know about taking this one apart. It's so dark, it's kind of hard to see. But on the other hand, I wanted to pull this liner away from the carbon fiber and take a look under it as opposed to the glass reinforced. So I think I'm going to go ahead and defer to taking this one apart. And there we go. One screw gone. And these are number 8, so I don't have to change drivers or bits or whatever. Crank this one out. Go away, and here we go. I'm wondering, do I need to take the pocket clip or not? And I'm looking at that pocket clip screw. And these look the same. Okay, so these are fine, and that's good. I'm thinking, I don't know. I guess not. I don't need to take the pocket clip out or any of them. I didn't know if that screw, it's hard to see. If it was so far down, it was going through and into here, but it wasn't. And then, of course, here's your little lanyard pin thing right there, hanging there. And then, of course, here's your blade stop. Here's your blade, here's your bearings, and they're ceramic. And they're backwards of the way I like them. I'm going to knock them out of here. But that's okay. I don't think it makes a dime's worth of difference. Looks awful clean in here, doesn't it? It really does. Wow, they're getting better. I mean, I'm not just talking about Civivi, I mean just knives overall. Just been seeing them get cleaner and cleaner, and maybe that's because they're making a more concerted effort to keep their assembly area clean. And then of course there's a little notch in here, and you can see right there that matches up with the notch that's put right there. So when you lay this thing back in here, it'll match up. And if it's not going to match up, see, it kind of sits on top here until you turn this around. And this kind of is sticking a little bit, but until you turn it around like this, and then see how it goes completely flush because it's mated. And then look on the inside. There's your carbon fiber on the inside here. And then, of course, they skeletonized the liner. It's really nicely done. I think I'm going to stick this little puppy right in here. Just like that. I'm going to put this right on back together. There's the bearings. And throw some juice on it. Oh, let's put our stop on here. Right there. Slap this down. Push it against the stop. Put some more bearings. I like to face them down towards the blade and the open side away from the blade. That's what I do. Does that make any sense? Does that make any difference? I don't know. You just, you just get your own system, do what you want to do. Okay, now we're going to mate it right there. Kick this, and we only got one size, which is number 8. And don't want to get it too tight. And that's pretty close to centered. We got these little body screws to throw in yet, so let's put them in. Set you down. Okay. These, it's going, okay, what do we got? A little lint. Okay, we're cranked down there. We're tight. And let's try this one. Okay, where are we? Okay, good. Now, let me check our pivot. There's no play, and it looks pretty much dead on. Now, can I give it a little bit more freedom? And as a result, the drop be better. Okay. Starting to get just a tiny bit so of play. So I'm going to, okay. Okay. So it's not going to drop like, a miracle, but okay. Still. Whoop. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, nice. But it's really snappy. The detent's just right. We got the Ortis twins back, so yeah. Good looking knives. Easy carry, lightweight. Actually, the action on this one is better than on this one. And that's, of course, subject to change from knife to knife, I imagine. But, yeah, good ergos, nice, lightweight, easy carry, plenty of blade, and a great design. I like them both, don't you? And variable pricing as well. All right, take care, my friends. Thank you so much for hanging out. We do love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.